A few of you have done. Hello, guys. If you're watching this on YouTube, it is Jessica Pearson from BeSkinnyByTomorrow.com. If you're watching this on my Facebook, you already know who I am. I'll just wait a few seconds for some more people to hop on, and then I want to talk about something. I always want to talk about something, but this is something that, well, I'll get into it in a second. So, and you guys know, my tea. I gotta have my tea. I'm actually done with that one. So, all right. So, where do I start? Okay, so I am in a few different groups on Facebook where I'm not going to tell you what they're about because it's personal and it's my business, but and also I don't want anybody in there. No, but I'm in a few groups. Some are beauty groups, some are fashion groups, some are Harry Potter groups, some are whatever groups, right? Work from home stuff, whatever. And it must be the theme. It must be the theme, and I don't know if it's because of the holidays and people are low on cash or whatever the case may be, but I saw 3 posts this morning in 2 of those groups where one of the posts was somebody made a post asking about not babysitters, but like, you know, after you're pregnant, you go back to work and things like that. You know, how are you going to, what's going to be your situation to take care of your new child and all of those things, right? So there was, there was like 60 something comments in this thread, and everybody was talking about how it's going to be a struggle because, you know, they have, you know, they only get X amount of time away from work, and then they go back to work, and then their husband is full-time work, and so maybe I can get my mother and my father to watch the baby every few days, but then I have to do this. And then there was some other people that were like, yeah, it's like $1,000 to do this, or, you know, this costs, you know, X amount for the month, and blah, blah. And I'm reading all this, and I'm sitting here like I wanted to just like go through my phone, because does anybody realize that you don't have to have financial issues if you do what I do? Do you realize that you don't have to be a brand new mom and away from your baby if you do what I do? Do you understand that? Because the title of this says exactly what I've been thinking all day, right? Just because it's normal to have a child, be gone for X amount of weeks, right? And then go back to work and, you know, have to find a nanny or put them in daycare and things like that, does not mean that it's right. It doesn't mean that it's right. When did that become right? It's normal because everybody does it, right? The norm is that everybody in this country does it. They have a baby and they go back to work, and then it's like, oh, I don't get to watch my baby grow up. I don't get to watch my dad because I'm working so much to support for my baby, and then all these things, and then, you know, we spend every now and then together and blah 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 blah. But meanwhile, you know, the daycare is watching, you know, my child, and the daycare is watching their first steps, and the daycare is doing this and all these things, and it's like, do you know what I do? I literally wanted to like scream in this group today because it blew my mind. Again, if you're just hopping on now, just because it's normal does not make it right. It doesn't. It doesn't. I know that when I have a family, right? When we have our first child together, I know that I don't have to go back to work. Not because we're rich, not because, you know, Dan supports me, not because any of those things. It's because we work together from home. We have a work from home business with It Works, and we've been doing it for the last 4 years. And we know that we will be a full-time stay-at-home, work from home family. I don't need a babysitter. I don't need daycare. I don't need a nanny. You know who's going to be taking care of my child? My child's mother, me. That's who's going to be taking care of my child, nobody else, unless it's my in-laws or my family, my parents. That's it. But like, when I see these posts in these groups about, you know, oh, my insurance doesn't cover this and blah, 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 and all these things, I pay for my own insurance. I have independent insurance. I don't have a job where I have, because I make enough money to be able to do that. again, I'm not rich by any means, but I sure as hell have a lot less stresses than most people because of the job that I do. I saw a post today going around by a bunch of distributors with It Works, and it really, really, like, it solidified and, you know, made it clear that I need to do this video today, because everybody's talking about, you know, if you don't want to do what I do, fine, but it literally breaks my heart and stresses me out that I see posts every single day that, oh, Jesus Christ, today is Monday. I hate my life. Today is back to work day. Oh my God, now I have to wait till the weekend to go Christmas shopping. Now I have to do this. Do you know I could go shopping anytime I want? I don't have to wait till the weekend. I can go shopping today if I want to, but I don't because I shop online. But the point is, I don't have anybody else telling me what to do, right? So that's why I'm saying, like, when I see this post about, you know, it stresses me out, it breaks my heart that people don't realize that they could change their lives. I agree with those posts. Whatever distributor put that out there today, and everybody's been copying and pasting it, it's true. It is true. Like, I see posts all the time on my Facebook, you guys, like, and some of you are watching me right now, and I hope you realize I'm talking to you. Like, you make these stupid, ridiculous posts, like, I hate my job, I'm looking for a job, oh, is anybody hiring, blah, blah, blah. I'm hiring, but you know what you don't want to do? You don't want to put $100 in to change your entire life. You don't want to do that because that's not a real job for you. I'm pretty sure I have a real job because I work my ass off every single day, and I make money from it, and I changed my life, and I've changed other people's lives, and I'm good. I'm good. That's a job to me because I get paid. I'm not standing on a corner. I'm not doing anything illegal. I get paid. It's a job. Just because I had to put in $100, that means nothing in the grand scheme of things because I changed that into 6 figures a year. So I don't know what you're talking about. But when I tell people it's $100, yeah. But when I give you ideas on how to get that 100, it's not like you're out money. Like, you can pre-sell stuff in your kit in order to get your kit. So basically it was free to join. When I tell you it's free to join my business and you still sit there and complain about your life, I don't feel sorry for you. As a matter of fact, I unfollow you because I don't want to look at your crap. It doesn't make me feel bad for you. It doesn't make me feel bad for you when I'm in a group where somebody made a post today about how she's desperately looking to have a child one day. And she knows, because of all her stuff going on, right, on the insides and her ovaries and all that stuff, she knows that she is pretty much shit out of luck because she can't afford fertility treatments. Can I tell you that if, God forbid, I need that, when the time comes, I will be able to. And I don't have to worry about an added stress on top of not being able to have a child. Whereas most people do. And when I tell these people, hi, there's other options out there. Stop looking for jobs here, there, and everywhere that pay you minimum wage, and you sit there and you still complain because it's not a job that you want. It's just a job that you have to get by every day, and you just decided to suck it up and take it. When I'm telling you, you could do what I do, why aren't you doing it? Why aren't you doing it? Whoever is watching this video right now, if you're not already a distributor, okay? If you're not already a distributor, I want you to seriously ask yourself and answer this, okay? When I ask you this question, please answer this for yourself. You don't even have to post it. Just think about it in your head, okay? If it didn't cost $100 to join and do what I do, would you have joined me already? Because if $100, a stupid $100, that's all it is, you guys. Stupid $100 is all that's holding you back from changing your life. I feel bad for you. I feel bad for you because you don't want to change your life. You just want to complain. And I say this all the time. Your job is to complain. Your job is not an actual job. Your job is now what you have taken on to be a complaining job. That's all you do. You sit on Facebook all day, every day. You talk about how miserable you are. You talk about your job. You talk about how you hate your boss. You talk about how you don't have any money. You talk about how you can't do this for Christmas because we don't have a good paycheck. We just live paycheck to paycheck, and that paycheck isn't even good enough. You talk about all those things. You know what? If you got paid to complain, my God, you'd be rich. You would be rich beyond rich if you got paid to complain, because that's all you ever do. And I watch these posts and I see what you guys say, and I'm like, oh, what? Do people not realize what I do? Do people not realize that you can do what I do You can do this job. There's nothing different from me and you. Or would you rather have a baby, right? If you're a brand new mom and you're watching this and you don't take me up on this offer, again, I don't feel sorry for you when you have to let your daycare, people that don't even know your child, see your child's first steps. I don't feel bad for you. Because if you are a brand new mom and you're watching this video right now and you're struggling with money and you're desperate for money, desperate, I love that word. Everyone's like, oh, I'm so desperate for no, you're not. Do you even know what desperate means? Because if you did, you'd be calling me. You'd be working at McDonald's right now if you could, but no, you're too good for that. You're too good for that. So I have a job for you, right? Where you can work from home and be with your child and make more money than you could possibly even freaking imagine. And you don't do it. You don't do it because you'd rather complain, right? And I don't understand why when I see these posts in these groups, I need to leave some of these groups because they drive me crazy. But when I see these posts in some of these groups, right? Somebody today was talking about another person that is trying to have a baby, right? There's all these groups, they keep talking about children. This other person is trying to have a baby and she's talking about how, you know, her only resort is IVF. And unfortunately, as much as she has been trying for 10 years to have a child, IVF can never happen because she doesn't have the money. How bad do you want your baby? You've been trying for 10 years. And when I tell you it's $100 to change your life and get the money for IVF easily, and you don't do it, what are you doing? What are you doing? I don't even, you guys, I don't even, ooh, it drives me crazy. And especially during the holidays, I see all of these posts on my news feed, you guys, all during the holidays especially, because everybody's out trying to get gifts. And if I see one more post about how, oh my God, I hate shopping on the weekends, but it's the only time I have. It wouldn't be the only time you have if you worked from home. It would not be. And you know what? When I get in people's faces and I tell them that, like, well, you could work from home. No, I can't. I don't have the $100. Yes, you do. Are you kidding me right now? Yes, you do. You could join for free. So what is the problem? I don't get it. Like, there is a difference between complaining, right, and hating your situation, and then seeing an opportunity and jumping on it, and then complaining and hating your situation and continuing to complain and not do anything about it. Those people deserve to not be happy because they're not taking they're not doing anything to change their situation and be happy finally. All they want to be is happy. All they want is a good paycheck. All they want is to be at home with their babies, but yet they're not doing anything to get those things. So I don't feel bad for you. I don't. And like I said before, if you're a brand new mom and you're dreading because you have to go back to work, you can do what I do. I will never, ever, ever have to sacrifice my time as a future new mom one day from being away from my child to have to put in hours to work for somebody who doesn't give a crap about my child. I will never have to do that. I will never have to have a daycare looking after my child. I will never have to do those things. And this is not being said to piss, well, it is to piss you off, because when I piss people off, that's when they act. And that's what needs to happen. When people get pissed off, that's when action occurs. Seriously. It is for me. It is for me. You get me worked up enough and then action occurs, no matter what the topic may be. But it's not to throw it in your face that I could do this and you can't. That's not it at all. This is about the fact that why is it just me, right? Why do I get the blessing of being able to stay at home with my future family and being able to be a hands-on mom and my husband a hands-on dad, right? No daycare, no nannies, no going back to work. Why is it that I'm allowed to do that, but you're not, right? Because you are allowed to do that, and the only person in control of that is you. So when you realize that, especially for the people that say in these groups that I've been in, you know, it's going to cost this amount of money for this daycare, and it's going to cost this, and I don't know, you know, it just sucks that I have to be away from my babies, and blah, 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 blah. You don't have to be. You don't have to be. Like, I don't know how many times I have to say this, but it is the truth. It is the truth. Like, you know, and I'm seeing people hop on this video right now, and some of you are the people that I'm talking about. So hi, hello, go back and look at your posts, because you are the ones that I'm talking about, right? You may not have made the post in the group, but some of you are the ones that I literally want to like shake sometimes. And I'm like, how do you constantly complain about money, talk to me on an almost daily basis, knowing that you don't have to be complaining about money, and yet you won't take me up on my offer? You won't do it. Why? So you need to think about that, right? Because you can complain all day, every day, but you're gonna continue to get older. You're going to continue to live your life. You're going to continue to see months and weeks and days and years pass you by where your newborn child is now a 10-year-old, and you're saying, oh, I wish they were a baby again so I could blah, 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 blah. And what is your situation? What has changed? Nothing has changed, right? You have to remember that. Time's not going to stop for you. Time doesn't stop for people. It doesn't stop for anybody. And your child is sure as hell not going to stop growing. So you either take it upon yourself to change the situation, right? And be in your child's life full time, hands-on, no daycare, no nanny, none of this. Or 10 years go by and you look back and say, what happened? What happened to my baby? Because now my baby's a 10-year-old, and what happened? So this is what I want to talk about. There you go. Seriously, you guys, sometimes I say things and I'll just sit here in silence and I'm like, how do people not get it yet? How do you not get it yet? You all know how to find me. You all know I'm on here. You all know you can message me. You all know that you can join this business for free. And you all know that you make excuses. That's it. If you're seeing an opportunity where you can join a business for free and change your life and be at home with your babies full time, and you don't do it, I hope that you can explain to your child why you weren't there. I hope that you can do that. So anyway, that's it. I hope you have a great day after my nonsense. And you guys know how to reach me. I tell you this all the time. You know how to reach me. And yeah, I might go shopping today. I don't know, because it's a Monday and I can. And it's a Monday and you can too, but you don't want to do it. All right, you guys, have a good one.